So in my Rogue One review, I ironically joked that the Justice League cartoon is problematic. Well, I won't say the entire Justice League, but I will say that they do find Wonder Woman problematic. Wonder Woman, she's the classic female superhero that everybody knows and loves. I'm just hoping that someone like her gets all the love that she deserved. And guess what? She actually sort of did. The UN decided that it would be a good idea to make Wonder Woman as an honorary ambassador. Not the actor Gal Gadot, not the actor Linda Carter, not the writer even, the character herself. It's the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard. That's like having Godzilla as an official citizen for Japan. Never mind, I said that.
And you know what the weird part is? I'm not even high. Not a bit. Totally sober.
And of course, the Mary Sue supported this. Now, the UN is being run by people who got stuck in a mirror universe. They treat fictional characters as human beings, but real human beings as absolute trash. Ban those Japanese video games that promote sexual violence against women to prevent more and more sexual violence against women. Awesome job, everybody. Now let's appoint Saudi Arabia as our Human Rights Council. You know, the same country that considers women driving as terrorism. Beheadings and child stonings and executions, that is not terrorism at all. That is peace. That is human rights.
Maybe Momoko is right. You should go Gandhi and show kindness to your enemies, and by doing so, turn them into friends.
You're a fag, and he should join the football team.
The UN at this very moment is an absolute laughingstock being run by absolute mental cases. Last time, Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn went into the UN to advocate internet censorship. Why? Because their feelings are hurt. We have tons and tons of women suffering in many countries, and countries that are willingly discriminating against women to the point of microchipping them. But the feminists' feelings are more important. UN women, everybody.
What?
What in the hell? What happened to you?
I got beat up by an apparition of Gloria Steinem.
Who are you calling an apparition?
And yes, I know some of you guys pointed out that this is UN women and has nothing to do with UN in general. Okay, well, this Wonder Woman debacle is actually from UN themselves. I really want to get through the details of this absolutely hilarious monstrosity, so let's get reading. United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, DC Entertainment President Deanne Nelson, as well as some promised surprise guests, will be gathering at the United Nations on October 21st to bestow this honorary title on Wonder Woman, both in celebration of her 75th anniversary year and, according to a UN press release, to launch a trademark global campaign supporting Sustainable Development Goal number 5.
Well, that's not suspicious.
The goal number 5 of the UN is basically trying to achieve gender equality. You can read all of them right here. One of the ways to achieve gender equality, UN, is to have someone in your Human Rights Council who is not a human rights abuser. One of the ways to achieve gender equality, UN, is to have someone to actually deal with real gender discrimination happening in various countries around the world instead of dealing with the terrible and unfair discrimination of your fictional waifus. Now this is where the story gets 10 times more interesting. This is probably one of the few times in which I agree with the feminists, but not for the same reason they say. So the feminists once in a blue moon actually think like sensible human beings and mock the United Nations for this stupid decision. Although I don't agree with everything, the one thing that I do agree at is the fact that they chose a fictional character who doesn't have free will, agency, or personality as someone who is going to represent an entire gender who does have free will, agency, and personality. It's like the UN literally saying to women in the entire world, you are a fictional character, and you should be treated like a fictional character. No wonder why they have Saudi Arabia as their Human Rights Council. I'm not surprised at this moment if UN has child molesters. Oh...
I know how you pagans take advantage of others.
Regardless, the feminists just recently made a petition and it got noticed by UN-senpai. Again, I agree that Wonder Woman should not be the freaking ambassador, but not for the same reason that the feminists say. Wonder Woman created 75 years ago, although the original creators may have intended Wonder Woman to represent a strong and independent warrior woman with a feminist message, the reality is that the character's current iteration is that of a large-breasted white woman of impossible proportions, scantily clad in a shimmery fire-bearing bodysuit with an American flag motif and knee-high boots, the epitome of a pin-up girl. Did you just conveniently ignoring the Gal Gadot's version of Wonder Woman in Batman vs Superman, the most recent mainstream iteration of the character? How can you call her proportions impossible? You're just jealous at this moment, Jesus Christ.
Shinobu, you don't look so good.
Run! She's a ghost and a bitch!
So there you have it, the UN being moronic in things that shouldn't have been an issue by catering it to the morons that are never satisfied with everything. It's the kind of fight that I would love to watch right on the sideline just to see who will crash and burn the biggest.
Let them fight.
It's probably the dumbest news that I have ever read considering big major organizations. I really don't know why the UN thinks that this would be a really damn good idea. It's right up there with CNN considering Pepe as a white nationalist symbol. What a world we're living in, guys. What a world we're living in. Just be glad that 2016 is gonna end and Christmas is coming. That's all for the video today. If you like this, you can go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more if you wish. You can support me on Patreon. And thanks for watching.